gambling problem, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. This message is sponsored by DGS, the Degenerative Gambling Society, aka Cat Nation Live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. That's interesting. Give me a second. Let me figure out what's going on the... Weird. 3 TVs have... Give me 1 second. Be right back. I don't know what's going on. 3 TVs have something, 1 TV doesn't, but they're all supposed to say the same. Interesting. Be right back. Don't know what happened, but it's no longer on the screen. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Cap Nation Live. Been nothing but problems since yesterday. No live show yesterday. No daily free play video yesterday. Nothing worked in the office yesterday. Internet completely out. Our whole system inside the house, or in-house here, didn't work. I literally had to go home. Jay went home, and we were reactivating your guys' Sunday guarantee. It's back. Let's see. That is weird. Picture mode, user mode, color, temperature, user aspect ratio. I don't know. Anyways, screen's going crazy. Everything since the update in-house here was wacky. I literally went home, and Jay went home, and we were literally one by one manually going through everybody's account, making sure they were on the Sunday play, making sure plays were posted. It was an absolute old school shit show compared to how it is now. Nothing worked yesterday. Nothing. It was crazy. It was definitely on the crazy side yesterday, but we got it. We figured out a way to get it done, and get after it. Greg, no email? Yeah, I've never seen this. Nothing on these TVs has ever changed since we brought the 4-panel TV wall into the mix. Nothing. And I mean nothing has ever changed. Ever. Ever. Nothing. Like, they don't hook up into our system. They've got a 4-panel splitter hooked up to a computer down here, and it's weird. It's not happening on 1 screen, only happening on 3 screens. So, who flipping knows what is going on? It's above my pay grade. What did I shoot on Friday? I know CMM was the winner. On Friday, CMM was the winner for the Friday one, because I played horrible on Friday. Still won money from the dock. Those things are annoying. I don't get. And it's not touchscreen. Something to do with the computer. Give me 1 second, guys. Don't know if that'll fix it, but we'll find out. Friday shot a 101. Saturday, I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look. We ended up going out Saturday night. We had a lot of shots on the golf course Saturday. A lot of birdie shots. Not by me. I won money in the team game. Lost money in the individual one game that I was in. But I will definitely go back because I believe day was the 23rd. Saturday. lot of people rolling on the Chargers today. And by the way, guys, I do apologize. Today's not going to be a long live show. We just got. Hold on one second. We just got literally internet. That's why I wasn't live at the normal noon Eastern time slot. We literally just got our internet and everything restored. And I can't even see our sales or database or anything like that. It's refreshing here in the office. It's rebooting itself. I don't even think plays are posted yet. But nonetheless, it'll all be back up here within 30 minutes. But I have a 12:30 appointment where I gotta go get my dog. Dog's gotta go to the vet. So unfortunately, the start of the late live means I have to get off early. So we're gonna run through it pretty quickly and see what kind of damage we can do. And see what kind of damage we can do here on a short little live show. We'll take a look at, obviously, Monday Night Football. Les, what's going on, man? How are you? So we'll take a live look at that. We'll take a look at anything else that we can in the next, say, 20 minutes, because it's going to take me 15 to get home and then 20 to get to the vet. So I've got to load up the little one. Little one's got to go. Little one's got to go, unfortunately. But I will definitely there is a very good possibility that we'll have a same-game parlay for members only today. I'm brewing one up, and if I do, it'll go out. If not, there'll be a members-only video for something no matter what today. But I am coming back as soon as I drop the dog back off of the vet, or from the vet. Blake says 30 in a giveaway. Nope. No 30. I'm not lowering my standards. Not lowering my standards. 40 is very attainable. Should be the first thing people do when they get here. All right, jumping right into it because we got a countdown timer of probably 15 minutes to jump into it. Ravens on the road against the Chargers. Ravens laying 2.5 minus 118 or minus 148 on the money line for Elite Lamar. Going up against Justin, the I make mistakes in big time games, Herbert, with a total over and under 50.5. Hey, Blake, it never hurts to try. It never hurts to try. You know, Jesus is brewing up a big package himself, including all the plays, and we're definitely, I don't get to say on, you know, the price of a huge package. Like, I don't get to say yes or no, or I'd fucking make it as cheap as possible if I could. But we're definitely working an angle, and what's the worst that somebody can say is no. So definitely a good attempt, but nah, get us 40 and I'll give away a package. Should be very easily attainable, no matter how long we're live for, to be honest. 30 in a Watson. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, Ravens, Chargers, let's get right into it. Total sitting over and under 50.5. Total on this one can definitely be a little questionable. A lot of people expecting it to be a high-scoring game. And then there's a handful that can see it being a very low-scoring game. I can see this one having the making of a very defensive-minded game. But let's be honest, Derrick Henry, J.K. Dobbins, they're going to be running the ball. Obviously, with Henry going to be running the ball. He's a minus 220 to record an anytime touchdown. It's a big line right there. Minus 220 for an anytime touchdown from Derrick Henry. Generally speaking, it's a pretty damn good wager. But laying over 2-1 for an anytime touchdown, Personally, not me. Maybe throw it in a parlay, maybe throw it in a same game parlay. I mean, he definitely has the touchdowns. He's got at least one touchdown in the last, 4 games? He's got 5 touchdowns over 4 games. He's only had 1 game this year, and it was against Tampa Bay where he did not get a touchdown. And don't forget, he does have 2 receiving touchdowns as well, so he's got 15 on the year. But against Tampa, he had 15 carries for 169 yards, and he was held scoreless in that game. Jesus, it's going to be a great week. It's going to be a great week. I lost my live chat. Yeah, Henry, the Sunday guarantee won. Eagles. Eagles yesterday. So it was very good to get back on track with the Sunday guarantee. Personal plays went 5-0 yesterday. I'm back on track. I'm back on track. I told you I got that black cloud, off of my head. J.K. Dobbins, a plus 105 for an anytime touchdown. McConkey, a plus 145. Zay Flowers, a plus 190. Lamar, plus 210 to run one in. Mark Andrews, plus 260. Rashad Bateman, plus 330. Isaiah Likely, plus 340. Justice Hill, a plus 500. And Deontay Johnson, plus 1,800. Angler is a plus 950, which I think Angler will probably have a sneakily suspicious of a big game today. Looking at some receiving props in this game. Andrews receiving yards over 31.5. If you look at the yardage, everybody is predicting this one to be a very run-heavy game. It's very obvious with some of the passing props, except for when you get into like McConkey and Quentin Johnston. Quentin Johnston over 50.5, Ladd McConkey over 64.5. And then you got leading the charge with the Ravens, Zay Flowers over 58.5 receiving yards. Bateman's at 39.5. We've rode Bateman's receiving prop a handful of times this year, and I think, believe it or not, we've actually lost more than we've won. I think we're 3-2 on taking Bateman props this year. I'll probably steer clear of Bateman, even though he probably has a good game. Jesus says they were giving the Eagles for free money. The Eagles were free last night. Yes, the Eagles were basically for free. At one point they would pull away. At one point they would run away with it. J.K. Dobbins over 14.5 receiving yards. Not a big fan of that one. I think his stock goes down a tad bit this week. Isaiah Likely over 26.5 is very enticing. Justice Hill to have over 18.5 receiving yards. Definitely enticing. I think Justice Hill has a decent day. Looking at the rushing yard prop, Derrick Henry over 84.5. J.K. Dobbins over 45.5. How do you not bet Derrick Henry over 84.5 rushing yards? To me, you got to. To me, you got to. When you look at, and I get it, he's going to be up a tough. The Chargers defensively have been very, very, very solid. When you look at Derrick Henry, and I get against Pittsburgh, he didn't have 84.5 yards. In his last 2 games, he's had in the 60s. Very un-Derrick Henry-like in the 60s. 65 against Pitt, 68 against Cincinnati. It's been since November 3rd against Denver where he got into the 100 mark. Blake says Henry should get that by the 3rd quarter. He has definitely been lacking on the production side, but remember, if he's not getting... he's getting 13 to 16 carries each game, but when he's getting those 20 carries or more, he's putting up the yardage and getting those touchdowns. I like him today. I think he breaks 84.5. The Chargers D is definitely good, and that's why, You know, I think his prop is 84.5 and not 94.5. Chargers D is definitely on the solid side. When you look at their game against the Bengals, Chase Brown had 22 carries, but for 86 yards. If Montgomery's still in my mind because we cashed that TD prop yesterday. Not Montgomery. Henry, which we've been cashing Montgomery every week for a touchdown. If Henry gets 20-plus carries, he breaks his yardage. If he gets 13, as long as he gets a big one, he breaks it. I definitely think he gets past his yardage today. I think he gets past his 84.5 against the Chargers, but I think it takes the full game to get there. I'm betting it to win 500. Okay? I'm betting it right now. So there's no daily free play video yet because it didn't make it out. We didn't do it yet, and there was no internet in the office yet. So just bet that one. And we're going to get it up on the screen for you guys. Jesus says Ravens overrated. I wouldn't overrate them too much today, though. Michael, the look-aheads, I don't play into that, especially in the NFL. Saying that the Chargers win because the Ravens are looking ahead to their game against the Eagles. I don't look at the look-aheads. I've got $1,000 in bonus bets, so I'll use my first $1,000 in bonus bets first. There was the first one, but if I didn't have the bonus bets, I'd still be betting $550 to win 500 on the over 84.5. Henry dropping knowledge there, letting you guys know the Chargers really haven't played anybody. Who'd they play? The just enough Chiefs, and they still lost by a touchdown, right? They played the Pittsburgh Steelers, but we saw what the Steelers were on Thursday. There's no looking ahead into the weeks in the NFL. Those guys are conditioned to playing in the week, playing in the moment. So I definitely think Henry gets his yardage. So whatever way I'm pointing. I'm like, yeah, whatever way we're pointing. Right there. That is going to be a big one. And again, I can't be live for much longer. We have a play on the Ravens game on the side. On the total, guys, this is my prediction on the total. And this is the way that I see it. I like the under, okay? But I like the under. And the only reason why I don't like it enough to say go and bet it is because it's one of them weird games where I think it's going to be defensive. We're going to get a touchdown. We're going to get some field goals. Probably get a missed field goal here and there. Maybe a missed extra point. Except I think at the end of the game, we have the making of it being a closer total, closer to that 50, where if, let's just say, the Chargers go up 2 scores and it's going into the fourth quarter, Lamar and company going to be throwing the ball 100%. So I think at the end of the game, we can get backdoored and that game goes over. So for that, I'm not betting it. I'm steering clear of it, but I do lean towards the under in this one. It might make one of, the FC groups. I don't know what they're on at all today, but I know they were liking the under as well. I don't know what they're going to use, but as of right now, I lean towards the under in this one. So we've got Henry. It is going to be a fun day because we get college basketball and we get some good stuff coming up. We get a couple handful of good college basketball games early today. Those things are annoying. I don't know what picture mode is and why it's only showing up on 3 of the 4 screens. Very weird. Very weird. The UConn game has a high total. I don't have a play on the UConn game, but the UConn game has a high total. And to me, I like the under in that game. So I'm just looking, trying to, give you guys some live look aheads in some early college basketball. Jets lost to the bye. Michael Bennett says, I like the Chargers wide receiver in this game yardage. Nothing crazy that I like in college basketball early. I was looking for something early for you guys. Nothing that just jumps out and says you got to bet it early. Definitely later. If you're on my personal plays, you'll enjoy what's coming out. So coming off a 5-0 day, looking for another big winning day. I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get a big marquee matchup today. Auburn, Iowa State. SEC versus the Big 12, both undefeated. I like Auburn in that one. Don't have a play on it, but Henry says Ravens game will be like the Eagles game last night. I expect it to be close, and then one of the teams will pull away. Hey, Zeus, at least you're in the news, right? At least your team's in the news, right? Should do this with the daily free play. You guys can see that I'm here, but the free play is covering up my ugly mug. The free play is covering up my mug. That's how we're gonna do it from now on. Just kidding. Weird. Oh, there it is. All right, so if you guys like something or if you guys want something early, college basketball, it's more of a strong lean. But George Washington at 3 Eastern time, I like him on the money line. Just kidding. I'll move this thing off my face. I like George Washington money line. I'm probably going to bet it. I'm going to see if the line will come down a little bit. But I expect it to maybe come down a half a point. So George Washington money line at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Not on a free play level, but maybe a tad bit smaller for you guys. So, but I do apologize for having to run early. We didn't get our internet back up until late, and that's how I was able to even make it on the live. But now I legit have to run. I got to get my dog to the vet. I missed the last appointment, then they made me wait another 3 weeks for an appointment. So I will be back in the office. My plays will be out. I'm almost done with them. I got to do one little thing, and then I'll let Jay know exactly what they are. So if you're on my personal plays, coming off a 5-0 day, yesterday we'll have a big day. Dayton is better than a lot of people are giving them credit for. I don't know if I like them today in their matchup, but Dayton is we've rode Dayton for a while now, but Dayton is a lot better than a lot of people are giving them any credit for. So, but I will be back live, or not live, but I'll be back live tomorrow, and I'll have a members-only video no matter what. May not be a parlay, but there will be a members-only video at some point today, regardless if I film it here or film it on the phone and get it out to you guys. All right, guys, I got to run. Got to go get that little pup to the vet, and then this one right here. Let's have some fun. Please, no matter what, wager responsibly, and we'll see you guys all live tomorrow. Much better show tomorrow. By the way, Thanksgiving week, Black Friday sales will be on the website today. At some point, Black Friday sales will be on the website today. So if you're looking for a bigger package and you want to save a fuck ton of money, later on today, boys and girls. All right, good luck, everybody. And if you want to know anything or any packages or custom packages, if you got my cell phone number, send me a text message.